Fire Emblem Engage is a love letter to old school Fire Emblem combat and tactical RPGs. We've waited almost 4 years for this and it's amazing, but it begs the question, what will Fire Emblem Heroes pull from this latest installment? What new mechanics will we see? How will Engage change Fae and will it be for the better? Here are the top 5 things Engage is going to bring to our beloved gacha.
Number 5, Wolf Knights.
Wolf Knights. How are these going to be different than calves? Well, they won't be, but they'll look amazing. I mean, we already have a hero riding a goat in Sather, and we have the Saith yarn that Reagan and her kin ride. The sprite animations keep getting better, and we're ready for a wolf. How about as a special ability, Marin, the first Wolf Knight, can move through trees? We're already ignoring terrain left and right. Let's go all the way with a wolf that can actually get through a forest. Is this a little weird because we have Lagoo's foxes that can't traverse these tiles? Yes, but here's our chance to rectify that. So give us a Wolf Knight. Marin, the first of her kind. That's an absolute Gale Force monster and damage dealer.
Number 4, Body Art.
We've wanted brawlers for so long. Base Raphael hasn't shown up and we all know how unsatisfying it was seeing him with a bow. Here's our chance to get our colorless melee units in the game. Body art in Engage isn't the strongest weapon, but it has some really distinct aspects. The first is of course a Brave effect. The next is a ranged breaker effect. Hopefully we won't get the second coming of Halloween Sakura with her effective damage that was so negligible that she was never a threat. But this is such a creative weapon type. I'd love to see martial artists, monks, and specialty dancers, but it's that last one that really intrigues me. I want Sadal as a key adept. The idea of transferring damage would work similar to Emir's miracle effect, but it would be neat to see the dancer absorb the damage from the target. The result would essentially be extra HP for the target. With all the survivability upgrades we've seen, this would be a very powerful effect. The balance? It only works when Sadal is at max HP. That's right, Duma gets even more valuable.
Number 3, Tower of Trials.
We're due, right? Is it finally going to be here? The co-op mode that I've been asking for an entire year? I'll be interested to see how this works. In Engage, the Tower of Trials is essentially a multiplayer Aether raids where players build maps and try to conquer them by taking sequential turns. If they brought it over to Fae, the mode would need to have a timer, but the raid bosses would be other players' maps. It's a strange marriage of Aether raids maps and Summoner Duels mechanics. I think the concept would really bring the community together. Who can make the craziest maps and what team can beat them? Just please include replay codes. These are so much fun to hand out.
Number 2, New Units.
I love these character designs. We already have the Firenese and the characters look spectacular with Alfred leading the way as the biggest stat ball in the game. The Psalm look bright and brash. I've already discussed Sadal, but Fogata as an archer looks like so much fun. The Brodia and their military might look like perfect armor units. Maybe they revive saviors once more. Do we want that? The Illusions have Anna, so they have to be amazing, but I'm sure Hortensia will have some quirky new mechanic. The 4 Hounds though, they look amazing, and I have a soft spot for powerful flyers. Did I mention Somni? I don't know what this character would do, but even if they just take over the Fae Twitter account, I'll be happy. This is new life and new blood into this game. I'm going to enjoy the heck out of it.
Number 1, Engage Ranks.
Listen, I've been dreaming about this for a bit. There is so much potential in how they could handle Engage rings in Fae. I'd love to see a greater variety in how you customize units and effects. One of the ways this game is lacking is a personal touch to our heroes. If you look at the way Engage rings are implemented, they act like alternate weapons. In Fae, you could do something similar with a pair-up type mechanic in regards to alternate weapons, opening up a lot of customization and clever play mechanics. Since the breaker effect is such a seminal part of the combat in Engage, including this in Fae would either bring in the already existing breaker effect or effective damage. Imagine being able to swap to an armor effective weapon for an offensive push, then back to your enemy phase weapon to hunker down to weather the storm. There is also the disarmed mechanic, which could be replicated by suppressing counterattacks. This is just the beginning to the different effects you could use, however. I'm not sure if this would just be usable in the new game mode or would extend to other game modes, but judging how they treated the parrot mechanic, it would probably be limited. The possibilities are near endless though, and I'm really excited to see them. This has so much potential, and all of these could be so good for the game if they're done right. Summoners, if you're more interested in the meta and what's going on in FEH, go look at my meta report. I hope all is well, and I hope you're enjoying your engaged playthroughs. Take care and schedule an appointment with your FEHologist real soon.